Minecraft Live has just announced what the next update to Minecraft will be. 1.19 Minecraft, and remember, right now, as of uploading this video, 1.17 is what we're playing on. 1.18 will be Caves and Cliffs Part 2. 1.19 will be the Wild update. That will be the next update to Minecraft after Caves and Cliffs. Part 2 will be the Wild. Ooh, spooky, crazy. So this update will be coming in 2022. So not this year, but next year, probably right before the summer. That's just in general how Minecraft has been updating things recently. So the theme is the Wild. What does that actually mean? Well, in this latest update, Minecraft will be focusing on the wilderness of Minecraft in the overworld by making exploring, interacting with, and living in the wilderness even more beautiful and immersive and varied. So they're basically taking the overworld and adding a lot more detail to everything. It seems like with Caves and Cliffs Part 2, now that we have this amazing world generation, the Wild is going to take that a step further. It's like we have the ground and the caves, but now everything that is on top of the surface of the world, we want to make even better. So during Minecraft Live, Corey and Agnes showed off some concept art of what is to come. And so in this concept art, now once again, this is concept art, not actual, this isn't part of the game yet, but everything feels very almost stylized, right? If you're looking at a forest, that forest has a lot of variation in flowers. The lighting is, particular. It's very airy versus something that is underground and it's kind of dark and foggy and atmospheric. And so I suspect that this is going to be a lot of what drives what is happening in this update. Is the world is going to be more flushed out. Biomes are going to have a greater diversity inside of them, and so the difference between, say, a birch forest and a roofed forest, a dark oak forest, is going to be very different. And hopefully the atmosphere and how you feel while exploring those two things are really going to be more obvious to the player. Also, a part of the Wild update includes the Deep Dark, which is awesome. So the Deep Dark, which was kind of promised that it would come out in 1.18, has been pushed to 1.19, but we did see a lot of new things about the Deep Dark. So first off is in cities, or not in cities, but Deep Dark cities, I guess. They're structures that have been overgrown with the SCULK blocks, and they're all underground and they look super duper crazy. There was some concept art. It looked absolutely crazy. There's a few videos. Oh my gosh, it's insane. Of course, the Deep Dark is where the Warden lives. The Warden was announced last Minecraft Live, and we thought we'd be getting it early, like I said earlier. So the Warden was shown off more. This is a creature that does not have eyes and can only detect players based off of vibrations. So it's almost like echolocation, but not quite. We saw a new block, the Catalyst block. This is like the SCULK Catalyst. And this is what causes the SCULK to spread. So when a mob dies, the SCULK Catalyst will notice this and then spread the SCULK to where that mob died. It kind of looks a lot like moss because we saw like a SCULK sensor pop in there. and then just like normal skulk blocks as well. How much that the catalyst will spread skulk is dependent on how much experience the mob has when it dies. And you can also harvest all of these blocks, and they do give off experience when you pick them up, which is kind of cool because they use experience to make them. Next, we saw the Shrieker, and the Shrieker will notice vibrations, and then when it does, it shrieks and does this crazy effect. And that is a darkness effect. And if you activate the Shrieker too many times, then the Warden will spawn. And it seems like these cities are perfectly created for a player to want to explore through, find chests, open chests, which cause vibrations, which might cause the Warden to come out of nowhere. And so that is kind of the crux of the whole thing, is you go down there, you're gonna go look for really, really cool things and go explore these crazy abandoned cities and find chests and find loot. And of course, then every time you do that, you're risking the chance that the Warden will attack you. Also, part of this update 1.19 is to actually deliver on the promise that they made back when Frogs, the Mangrove, and the boat with the chest inside of it was voted in as what has now become the mob vote. That was what won back then, was Frogs, Mangroves, and boats. And so now that is actually going to be added to 1.19. We've seen a new biome, and this is a new type of swamp biome called the Mangrove Swamp. So there's a new mangrove tree. This thing has roots, bark. It has its own wood type, so you're going to be able to make new stairs and slabs with this new type of wood. It also has mud, and mud can be made into mud bricks. So we're getting a whole bunch of new blocks just right off the bat with that. But we didn't really see any other type of biome other than this mangrove swamp. And it seems like there's going to be more focus on not really creating new biomes, but flushing out and making the current biomes that we have better. Some other confirmed things are the frog, which I have an entire video all about the frog and every detail about the frog. But basically, it starts off as a tadpole. When it grows up, depending on the temperature of the biome, it can grow into different varieties. They eat fireflies, which is a new sort of like atmospheric type of mob. Not really a mob, but kind of. And you cannot tame your frog. Fireflies look kind of cool. They may be able to be captured, maybe, but they're more just atmospheric than anything. And also, part of 1.19, we're gonna get the boat and a chest, just because that was promised as well. Moving back to the mud block, which I talked about a little bit, is kind of interesting. This mud block can be found naturally in the mangrove swamps, but it can also be created, so you can craft it using dirt and clay. And you can also use just a water bottle on dirt, and then that will make mud, which kind of makes, just an awful lot of sense. And then what's cool about that is that you can take that mud, then you can put it on top of dripstone, and then that will eventually make clay, which up until now, clay hasn't really been a very renewable resource. It's prevalent, but you can't really like immediately create it, or it's not all over the place. So this is a easy way to get unlimited clay from all of the dirt, which you obviously have enough dirt. Mud can also be made into mud bricks, which look really cool as a building block. Mud also works similar to the soul sand in that when you step in it, you sink down just a little bit. So there you have it. The next Minecraft update after 1.18, I guess, will be the wild update. I was wrong about my prediction about what would be announced during Minecraft Live. I thought it would be the end dimension. I thought it was going to be a new, just how they updated the Nether. They would update the end or a whole new dimension. I was wrong. I literally specifically said I think that they're done with the overworld. So nope. Big L for me. So the overworld will continue to get a lot of love in 1.19 and hopefully it'll make it a very fun experience of exploring and looking around and seeing things. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I have been uploading like crazy over the past few minutes. So if you enjoyed anything that you saw in this video and want to know more about, say, more about the Deep Dark, more about the frog, more about Caves and Cliffs Part 2, or everything that was announced during the live stream, please head on over to my YouTube channel and check those videos out. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on another video. Bye!